Hello, welcome. Okay, here we go. It's Music Laughs and other stuff. I have a special guest today who has been on television. Have it right? Yes. Showcase amateur porn. Who has been on shows Last Comic Standing, Conan O'Brien.
Yep.
You guys, she's in town for some shows at Yuck Yucks. Miss Nikki Glaser, hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. This is getting recorded on my laptop, so in a hotel, so if you hear any rolling carts or babies,
yeah.
don't question it.
This is so tame compared to what it was like yesterday. There's like a kid convention going on here, and because there's a slide at the hotel pool. I believe that's what attracts all the kids, and so I've been dealing with that all weekend. It really does. People always say that like being around kids is like birth control, because you realize, but it really is. Like that crying kid we were just dealing with, and we tried to record in the other room, and there was a crying baby, and it made me filled with so much rage.
I agree, but I don't think you needed to choke slam the kid. I mean, he was crying. You should have just left it.
Well, you know what? The parents weren't going to do anything, so I took it upon myself, and I didn't even know I knew that move, but
I didn't.
It
you
worked.
surprised me.
Yeah.
I didn't know you knew that move. That's an old move.
Yeah. I usually do the sleeper hold, but I just felt a little bit more aggressive today. So.
That's fine. It's you're
Thanks for being cool about it. I know
Yeah.
it was a little bit of a shocking turn of events there, but
Yeah,
now we're in a quiet place. I mean, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I was gonna cry today anyway, so you just give me.
Yeah, that'll push you over the edge.
Yeah. Yes, it will. Thank you very much. So when did you start doing stand-up?
I started when I was, I think the first time I went on stage I was 18, and then I really didn't start doing it all the time until I was about 21. So it took me a couple years to really get obsessed with it and to really treat it like a career.
Why'd you start? Why'd you get into it?
I got into it because I always wanted to be a performer. I wanted to be on TV. I knew all that stuff. Like, even in high school, I was just like, I want to be an actress. Because that, to me, seemed to be the only way to get on TV is to be an actress.
Yeah.
And then I auditioned for theater school, and I didn't get in. I just wasn't very good at acting, or theatrical acting.
Have you acted? You've acted?
Yeah, I've acted a lot, and I enjoy it, and I'm competent, but I'm not passionate about it enough to get really good, and I just don't care about it enough. Like, people who are good actors spend, as much time as I do doing stand-up to get good at acting, so I just don't have that focus for acting. So at one point, I was just like, I guess I'm just not gonna be on TV. Like, I was like, I don't like acting, and that's my only way, and I was like, I guess I'll be a stay-at-home mom, and I was just like, this is the worst. I remember, having that realization when I was, 18, what am I going to do? Be a teacher? that sucks. So
You have an English degree, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
So I was just I didn't know what I was going to do. And then, a month after that realization, someone just suggested, you're really I was a freshman in college, and people were I kept getting told I was really funny, which was the first time that had ever happened in my life. I was funny around my friends, but no stranger ever took it upon themselves to be like, you're funny. And that was happening all the time. I don't know why. I think it was I reinvented myself my freshman year of college. I didn't have any friends from high school. I just was by myself. And people started telling me I was funny. So then they were like, you should try stand-up. And I just never thought of it. And then I Googled stand-up, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. I mean, I knew of stand-up. I'd seen it before, but it was never something that I thought to do. And I also loved comedy. I was obsessed with Conan in high school, and Seinfeld and Friends, and I loved comedy. So it just, as soon as I found stand-up, I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. I can be myself on stage. I don't have to act. I get to perform, and I get to be funny. So it was
And on TV.
And on TV. After years and years of practice.
Were you a cool kid in high school?
No. I mean, I was friends with some of the cool kids. I still
Provided them drugs and stuff.
I dabbled in pot, but I didn't, I always wanted to be cool. I was, always on the outskirts. A couple of the cool kids liked me and acknowledged that I was cool and funny, and they would try to bring me around the other popular kids, and they would always be like, why is she here? And,
She's our jester.
One person would vouch for me,
Yeah. It's like the mafia.
But no, yeah, exactly. I always felt out of place. I was never really cool, and I always was looking at the popular girls, how do I be them? It was really, an inner struggle every day of my life. It was like, why am I not cool? I'm never going to be cool enough. I was very insecure and still am. That's why I think I'm a comedian. But I was not cool. I had a really great group of friends, though, that we were like somewhere in the middle of dorks and cool. They were just like the funniest people I knew, and to this day, so. Yeah,
a lot of times I think most comedians weren't cool in high school.
Yeah, I think that's a bad sign if you were cool, because...
Then you'd fail as a comic, because you don't have the pain.
Yeah, you don't have the... Yeah, exactly. I think there were some kids that were, like, beloved and really funny and, like the class clown type thing, but you weren't cool. You were never, like, you were, like, liked. I was well-liked, for sure, by every tier. Like, I was friends with, like, the nerds, the turtle people, because there were statues of turtles in our school for some reason. Like, these big bronze turtles, and all, like, the goth kids would, like, hang out by the turtles. And so we called them the turtles. And so the turtles liked me.
And stuff?
Yeah, like, they're just huge
No,
bronze...
like, did people have shells?
No.
Oh,
they just hung out by the turtles. And so called them turtles and the turtle kids. And then they liked me. Like, everyone liked me, but I wasn't cool. Anyway, yes, I agree with you. I don't think a lot of comedians are cool. But I do know some that are super funny, and I'm like, oh, you were cool in high school too? Like, has it ever been hard for you?
Oh, yeah, I know a couple like that too, but usually they're douchebags.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, a famous comic who's cool. Amy Schumer. I think she was cool in high school, and she's super funny and nice. And
you're going to be on her show, right?
Yeah, she's one of my good friends, but she's someone who I know was, like, popular in high school. Because she's always had that confidence that I want to have so badly. I'm getting better at it.
Well, I mean, you got enough confidence to, chokeslam a kid. So you're getting there.
I wish that had happened. Yeah.
No, it happened. It happened.
Oh, yes. Oh, right.
It actually happened. Wow, you've ruined the illusion. Never conviction. Come on. Who were some of your favorite comics when you started?
When I started,
or even
Sarah
now?
Silverman was the first, like, female comic I came across who I was like, oh my god, like, this is the best thing ever. Like, she's just so smart and sharp, and so I loved her, and I just wanted to be just like her in my first couple years, and I still love her. And Wendy Liebman was also another female comic that I was like, oh, we can do this. Like, female comics are not only, like, they exist, but they're fucking some of the best comics. Ellen. So I looked up to a lot of female stand-ups when I first started, but my favorite stand-ups now are Schumer, of course, Dave Attell, Louis C.K., Bill Burr.
Mm-hmm. Two of my favorites.
Joe DeRosa is one of my favorites.
Joey Roses.
Yeah, you know him.
Yeah.
Do you listen to Bill Burr's podcast?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah. So, I have a Hannibal Buress. Yeah, there's tons.
Have you seen Burr live?
Yeah.
You met him?
Yes. Yeah, he's nice.
He's like my top guy.
Yeah.
My top gun.
Yeah, he's, as he should be. He's brilliant.
He is. Well, he's one of those comics that, same with Louis C.K. is like, they did it, they've been doing this for so long. And so in like the last couple of years, they've actually gotten mainstream or some recognition for what they're doing.
Yeah. And I mean, it takes that long to get that
good.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's hard because as a young comic, and I even consider myself still a young comic, I'm 10 years in, but I mean, I often compare myself to, I see Bill Burr and I'm like, what the fuck am I even doing up there? Like, I'm a joke. But it's not fair to compare myself to someone who's been doing it. I mean, when he was 10 years in, he was probably way better than I am, but I still, like, I have to convince myself, like, just be yourself. You don't have to, like, feel inferior to anyone, but it's hard not to when you see guys like that who are just, on another level of a stand-up comic. And, so, yes, obviously Bill Burr he's fucking, I just like comics who make you, like, think about human nature a different way, and just, you leave their specials being like, oh, like, that's how it is. I'm really interested in, like, sociology and why we act the way we act, and I think that I walk away, like, I watched Patrice O'Neal's special for the first time, because I've always like avoided watching it because I avoid watching comics who make me feel bad about being a woman, and or like you
watch Bill Burr.
No, Bill Burr is not. He's angry about women sometimes, but he doesn't hate women, and I don't think that he doesn't think women are. I think he thinks women are funny and capable of being as funny as men and all that stuff. Like I don't sense this like hatred towards women that Patrice. I've the times that I had seen him or heard him on Opie and Anthony and stuff. I'm like, God, he makes me feel inferior as a woman, and I don't like the way it makes me feel. So I always avoided watching his stand-up, even though I knew it would blow my mind. And I recently was like, you just gotta watch it. What the fuck are you? Why? You're secure enough to handle whatever truths he spits. And of course I watched it, and I was like, whoa. Like, yes, part of it was like, man, why do we do that? Women do that. And it made me feel like, oh, God, what's wrong with me? But he just nailed it. And I left his special, like, feeling like I understand men more. Not even women more, but more so like I understand the male perspective. And I was talking to some male friends of mine who were like, have you seen his special, Elephant in the Room?
No, I haven't, but I've seen bits of his stuff.
You need to watch Elephant in the Room. It is one of the best specials that will ever be. It is so good. And he talks about, just, relationships. And I've been kind of going through, like, I've been writing a lot of relationship material and trying to figure out, like, what I want in a relationship and figuring it out. And I left his special being like, oh, I understand my boyfriend. Like, this is going to help my relationship going forward because I understand how men think now. And that's the kind of stand-up I like, where you leave and you're like...
You learn something.
You learn something. Not only did you laugh, but you, like, it changed your perspective. And that's what I love about Amy Schumer is, like, she is making me think like a feminist more than I ever have in my life. Like, she makes me really proud to be a woman, whereas Patrice makes me kind of sad about it.
Well, that's good. You gotta have two extremes.
Yeah. So it's I like comedy that like changes the way you think.
So do you write your material?
Yeah. Like as opposed to someone else writing it?
No. I mean like because I know some comics like Bill Burr. He just kind of does it on stage and keeps it, like he doesn't write it down.
Oh yeah, I do that. I don't write it down.
Okay.
Yeah. It's which
like
is hard.
Like you have a premise and go up and work on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with, like, say we'll be having lunch or something, and I'll have, like, a funny...
We'll sneak it in?
Premise. Or, like, we'll be talking about Match.com or something, and I'll say about something that's, like, I don't know, I'll just say a joke, and someo's like, oh, that's fine, or it gets a laugh from you.
What's the joke?
I don't know, I was just thinking about it. No, I don't have one, but, like, I was thinking about Match.com, how... when you're always reluctant to go on online dating because you're worried you'll see someone like it's embarrassing. Yeah. It's kind of like I compared it to going to Walmart and running into someone and you're like, this is the first time I've ever been there. Because it's like such a bad thing to go to Walmart. We all know that because they're the devil. And so I would say something like that and someone would laugh and I'd be like, oh, okay, so maybe I would bring that thought on stage at like an open mic or in the middle of a set that I'm doing. I'll just like throw it in if I'm feeling confident. And then from there it will grow on stage. But yeah, that's the thing. I don't write anything down ever anymore, and it's hard because sometimes I'll be wanting to do like more new material, or I'm thinking about like what new jokes do I have, and I don't unless I remember it. It doesn't last, or someone will remind me of a joke that I've done, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what happened to that.
Do you record your sets?
Yeah, but I don't listen to them.
No,
so
okay, yeah.
They're all there in case I die. Someone can have like. I think I have 162 sets on my phone right now.
That'd be like released in like a discology.
Yes, the poor person who has to listen to all that crap. But but I don't. I'm getting better about listening to myself now because I'm feeling the pressure of like, what are you wasting? Like you have to actually work at this. You can't just like do sets every night and think that's enough because for a while that is enough. But I am. I need to like take it up a notch, so I'm trying to write more. Actually,
I like your stand-up. I
Thanks. You just said that like you were being defensive. Like, well, I like it.
Listen. Whatever my friends say doesn't matter. Everyone may hate you around here, but I love you, man.
Yeah.
You do like a lot of, from what I've seen. I don't know if this classifies your kind of stuff, but like you do a lot of short, like almost one-liners kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was my original style because it was really daunting to write
Very
a whole
quick
bit.
thoughts.
Yeah, just like I think that I like one-liners, but then I think they branch out from there and turn into bigger pieces. So like I'll group a bunch of one-liners into one thing that have one subject, and then it becomes a bit. So that's kind of how I write now. It starts with a one-liner though, always.
So do you think you're the same person on and off stage, or do you think you put on a different persona on stage?
I think everyone does put on a heightened persona of themselves, but I would say I'm pretty much I have the same. I want to be the same on stage. It's my goal to be the same on and off stage. Not exactly the same because I'm a lot more soft-spoken and like shy.
Well, like you said, on the stage is a bit more of an extreme of
it's just you gotta be because you're performing. So it's like I'm a little amped up and I'm, having more fun than I am in my normal life. So like sometimes off stage people are like, "You're so serious," and I am a very serious like. Person, and I'm not very light and like. Ugh.
Oh, I know. I mean, you're here sitting in your workout clothes. It's very serious. Pumping the ground. I know where I'm going with this.
I don't know where you're going with it either. But I'm not as on stage. I'm not saying things that I don't believe. Like I may come off a little more slutty on stage, but that is just held over from a time in my life when I was slutty, and so I wrote a bunch of jokes then. I'm not that way anymore, but those jokes are still good, and
How long
still
do you keep your material?
Until I write new stuff that takes its place. There's no
no time frame.
No, and some jokes are so good that, or I enjoy doing them so much that I'll shelve them for a little bit and then I'll bring them back.
Yeah.
Or if you're doing a longer set where you're like, I don't have enough new material that I really am excited about, or it's not that strong yet, so you put some oldie goldies in, and but I never go on stage with like a plan, really. It's like I just know the first joke I'm going to tell, and then it just from there I just start picking and choosing from my brain. It's really scary because if I fell and bumped my head, it would all be gone because it doesn't exist anywhere. No, you got your recorded sets. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, if I drop my phone when I fell, and it shatters it, and then they're gone.
Then you're done.
Because I don't even know if I've backed them up to my computer.
Then you got to work at a Walmart.
Then I have to work. Then I'm going to be at a Walmart, which is we know how embarrassing that is. Yeah.
And Apr.20. You can say your profession is a greeter.
A greeter at Walmart. Yeah.
You like to greet?
That would be the worst job ever. Being like, that's probably part of the job I hate the most is acting friendly.
But have you ever seen anyone actually work at Walmart? Like I've never seen someone actually. I know they exist, but they're like fairies. Like you never see them. They pop up. Oh, I need help, and they're gone. Like and they're gone.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen
I don't know that I really don't go to Walmart that much. I prefer Target.
Yeah, no, I don't either. Yeah, no.
Yeah. See.
I don't do that. I'm talking about Walmart.
Yeah, I know it's like the cheapest place to shop, but it always gives me anxiety. It always feels like. It feels kind of white trashy to me, and I really like hate that part of myself. I was born on like a river. I'm kind of white trash.
Is that the start of a song?
Yeah, it probably is.
I was born on a river.
I was born on a river, and I felt, I feel like a part of me is a little white trash. Do you guys call that white trash here?
Yeah.
It's like a pretty derogatory term.
Did you have a friend named Huck?
No, but my parents wanted to name my dog Huck, and I remember being like, we are not naming our dog Huck. Yeah.
Is he black?
No, he, but yeah, so I avoid Walmart because it makes me feel like a hillbilly, like that I've always avoided being.
It's probably a different vibe in America than it is up here with the white trash thing, but no, it's the same thing here. I mean, so you go into the shoe section and ask them for shoes, and they come back half an hour later. Yeah, you have my shoes. Oh, you asked for shoes? Oh, I'll be right back. Like there's no. Actually, I had an interview for Walmart at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how'd that go?
I didn't get it.
That's embarrassing.
I know. It shattered my confidence. I didn't get a job at Walmart.
Where do you work now?
Nowhere.
Nowhere?
I'm an unemployed student comedian.
Oh, where do you so you go to school?
Yeah,
University? Where?
Memorial University. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what are you studying?
English. Yeah.
Nice.
History.
Do you enjoy it?
I like it, but it's not something I want to, like you, it's not something I want to do.
Yeah.
But I like
Are your parents paying for it?
No, the country is.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a loan.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not nice. It's a debt. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Don't do that. If you want to be...
Late.
Well, the thing is, I don't know how you are at stand-up.
Hey,
if I knew you were really good, I'd tell you to not go to school, and because you're going to be paying off... Like, what is it really going to... A degree really going to help you with in the field of comedy? Nothing.
Give me a waiter job.
But
BA.
I got scholarships, and my parents paid the rest for my college, which I'm so grateful for, because I don't know what I'd do if I were still in, like, if I was.
Well, it's really expensive in America, but like here it's quite cheap.
Yeah, that's nice.
School.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it is. I transferred to a cheaper school to like alleviate some of that cost for them.
There's a word you learn in English.
Alleviate?
Alleviate.
Is that a word? Did I use it right?
No, you did.
Yeah. Trying to expand my vocabulary, and
Your
sometimes I
vernacular,
start words.
as Dan Cook would say.
Yeah. Sometimes I start saying words, and I'm like, I don't know where this is going.
You just kind of say as a question, like, yeah,
because I didn't know if it was a leave. A leave?
No, that's a brand of stuff.
I know, and it makes me nervous. Like, that's what I'm more familiar with the word "alleviate" than I am with alleviate.
Well, it's everywhere. It's on TV, but no, alleviate's a word. It's
alleviate.
a word.
Thank you. I'm glad someone
used in the right context.
Yeah,
I got your back.
Yeah,
got your back, bro.
Thanks.
But no, yeah, I had a failed audition, but I say failed interview for Walmart.
Sorry about that.
It was actually like it actually did hurt my.
I'm sure.
I was like, what?
It's like,
how did I not get this? People in here are so incompetent.
It's when you get shut down by a girl who's like you think is under your.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and that has happened. That has also happened. Yeah.
You're like, you'd be lucky to have me.
You'd be lucky to see this what I got going on down there. So this is nice.
Yeah.
It's ended on that. But that was like 2 years ago, so I'm getting over it.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It's all right. You know Tim Hortons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked there.
Oh, how's that?
Horrible.
Yeah.
Well, I worked there for a month and then got fired. So my confidence over the last couple of years has been.
What'd you get fired for?
I don't even know. I got a call one day when I was off, and she was like, "Gary," and I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, we don't need you anymore." That's what exactly she said. I was like, "Oh, okay. So should I just? Do you have a gun, or like, do the world not need me?"
Oh no, so they don't need you. There's nothing worse than not being needed.
I know.
Or wanted.
I know.
I'm sorry. You've had some really tough breaks. I don't think you're cut out for the workforce.
I'm not.
I think that
but that's the thing. I hate it. I hate working on someone on my ass. That's what you did. So no. How about no? How about just let me do it at my own pace?
Yeah. Are you kind of a smartass? You strike me as a smartass.
Do I? How dare you?
Yes, definitely.
How dare you? Yes, you're right.
Have you heard your tone? Yes.
Yeah,
you are definitely a smartass. So, did that get you in trouble? Can you not be good at customer service? Maybe when like people ask for something, or is it hard for you to be like, yeah?
No, I mean I'm fine with people.
Yeah.
In school, I was a smartass.
Were you?
Yeah, I was.
Did you get in trouble a lot?
Yeah, I was told I could be a lawyer because I was able to talk myself out of stuff.
I think a lot of comics get told they can be lawyers before people start telling them they can be comedians.
Yeah, did you get in trouble a lot? Were you smart?
I didn't get in trouble
flip it
a lot.
back on you.
People told me that I should be a lawyer. I remember hearing that because I was just good at public speaking.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't get in trouble a lot. I was really quiet and like scared to have attention on me.
I got in trouble a lot.
For what?
Just hooliganism.
Yeah.
Just like I got a call home one time. This is way back in the day now, but there's this video on YouTube. This fad was going around. There's always a video on YouTube. And it's something about like there's a monkey video, and so like some of the have idiots in your class that do like, so watch it, man, and they go and say and they make the noises, the monkey noises, and so they're doing it one day, and then I got a call home, and her telling my mom that I was making fun of her, calling her a monkey, doing monkey. And I was like, I wasn't even part. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you have it all wrong, lady.
It was still his mother.
That wasn't a joke.
Yeah, exactly. Have you seen a mirror? It was not a joke.
Yeah.
You look like a monkey.
Was she? Did she look like a monkey?
Yeah, kind of. But I wasn't doing it. That wasn't a point. Just a point that
you weren't doing it about her. That sucks when people don't get the joke or they take it personally.
I used to write like public speaking. I remember I wrote one year, grade 6. They saw how young this was, grade 6, and I wrote it, and it was a funny one, I guess. And after class, my teacher called me up. She's like, "Yeah, Gary, did you write this?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Are you sure you wrote this? Did you look on the internet for this? Did you get help from your parents?" Like, "No, I wrote it." Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah, I did. It's like it's too good for me to write.
Bitch.
It's too good for me to write. Yeah, I did write it. Thanks.
That's kind of nice to be accused of plagiarism.
And then 10 years later, I get fired from Tim Hortons.
From Tim Hortons, that's probably why it got back to them.
She knew. Yeah, she knew.
She knew that.
I'm gonna haul up some questions.
Yeah.
So I started doing this thing. Yeah, these are going to be some of these are stupid, but
okay.
That's the point. To not. I started this thing where I do Yahoo answers now. I did it last week, and I liked it. I did like an hour and a half of it. And I don't know if people liked it, but I did, so screw them. It's all for me. It's all about me. And so I'll read it, and then we'll answer it.
Okay.
Together.
Sure.
Okay, ready for this? Some of these are really short. That's why there's like 4 of them. Okay, so here's the title. Why hasn't she, all in caps, so he's yelling. He's not happy about it. Why hasn't she replied? 2 question marks, because 1 isn't enough.
Okay.
We need that mysteriousness of another one. Should I send her another message? 2 question marks. Please help. So this is going to be good because you're a female. And so I can
Is
give
this
my...
just a guy writing into Yahoo questions?
There's just a dude. These are all just
Or
people.
Yahoo Answers? Okay.
Yeah. So here...
Why hasn't she replied? Should I send her another message?
Please help. So then he says this. So
Please help?
Please help. Yeah, he's in trouble.
Okay.
Like she's in a well.
No, you
he's
don't.
Concerned.
In any case where someone's not replying, you don't send another message.
Ever? Well, hold on.
You shouldn't send the first message. You should always wait for that person. If you want to get someone to like you, play hard to get.
And don't be yourself. You got to act as someone else. Don't be yourself.
You kind of do. Because we all want to have that. Like when you're dating someone new, you want to text them all the time. You want to hear from them, and you have to go against that instinct. I take people out of my phone most of the time if I am dating someone new and I have the urge to text them, I just take them out of my phone so that I can't even do it.
So, but how didn't you lose their number?
Yeah, but then when they text me back, I remember like the first 3 digits or like the second 3 digits. So then I'll be able to recognize it, or whatever they say to me. I'm kind of like, oh, I recognize who this is.
So yeah, dirty text or somebody you don't know. Who the hell is this?
I broke up with my boyfriend for 2 weeks and I took him out of my phone so I wouldn't text him. And he finally called me one day, and I remember I was like, hello? Like, I didn't recognize the number. It had, like, gone out of my head. And I was like, hello? And he was like, hey. And I was like, who's this? And he was just like, what? Who's this? And I was like, oh, I took you out of my phone. And he was so offended. And I think it works. Like, It makes people think, like, oh, she took me out of her phone. Like, I'm out of her life. And he kind of was. Like, if you're out of my phone, like, you're out of my life. Like, that's my life.
Dan Cook has a bit about that.
Really?
About how, like, do you like Dan Cook?
Mm-hmm.
He's hated by a lot of people. About
I think that's over.
You delete someone, and it's like you delete them, and it's almost like you delete them from the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're deleting Tom, and somewhere around the world, Tom is eating his pork chop, and you delete him on his phone. He just disappears. The first like, no, Tom.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do it. It's Dan Cook. I can't.
No, I totally. I agree with that. Like I find the best way to. If it's so freeing and I stop thinking about them, like I stop checking my phone. As soon as I've taken them out of my phone, it's like, oh, I don't have to. They don't exist anymore. It's totally like that.
Okay, so let's
do not reply.
Let's hear guys. Well, he has a backstory.
Oh, okay.
He could have something. Do you wear glasses?
I can't wait. Yes, I do.
Okay, here we go. So there's a girl I went to high school with that broke up with a boyfriend a few months ago. So I thought it was my chance to talk to her right away. No, you don't go in as a dude. You don't swoop in. Right? You don't swoop in like that. She's all broken up.
Yeah, you do.
You do? Okay.
Rebound.
Well, he's okay. Well, yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah, when we're broken, we
just like good cop, bad cop. I'm like, no. You're like, yes.
Well, okay. I mean, if you want a lasting thing, maybe not. But if you want just to get laid, then yeah, I think it's a good idea.
So I said, hey, Lily, how have you been? I'm not sure if you remember me from high school, but we had the same art class together. Always a good opener.
Yeah.
Always a good opener. Art. That's all I said. I haven't sent her a message since then, which is 2 or 3 months ago. She hasn't replied. She hasn't replied back, but she's been online on Facebook, changing her profile picture and posting statuses once in a while. So he's stalking her. She knows what he's doing. A sophomore year of high school, she told me one of my friends that I'm cute. Maybe she doesn't remember me, but I have her as a friend though. Should I send her another message and see if she replies? What should I say? I don't want to come off desperate. You already have. This question on Yahoo Answers that made you come across desperate. I want to start things slow. Well, it's been 3 months since you sent a message. She hasn't replied. Take the hint, buddy. I really want to get to know her. Okay, this is desperate. This is just sounding needy. She's unique and extremely interesting, and she seems like a girl I'd really like to get to know better.
Do you really need to read the rest of this?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it get good?
I think. Okay. Oh no, it just gets more sad.
Okay.
My intentions are good. I just don't want to come across as a weirdo. Yeah, I already have done that. Should I comment on one of her beach pictures?
This is fake. As soon as he said beach pictures, it's fake.
This is real. This is real.
I don't believe
this has
it.
Look how needy he is. Look how long it is.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
What are you gonna say in her beat? Hey, nice sand dollars. Like some kind of sexual innuendo. I'm not going to give up on her. So if you have any advice, please tell me. She doesn't really know me. I thought you said you went to class. So she can't say she's not. She doesn't really know me, so she can't say she's not interested. So it's not really like threatening her. Like, you can't say no. You don't know who I am.
Yeah.
I really want to send her a follow-up message, but I don't know what to say.
I'm gonna stand by my answer and say, do not message her back.
I'm hopping on your boat, Huck Finn.
Yeah.
And you're right.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna say no. I also think you should not. You should not. Then the guy did one comment back, and he said no. So
do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Do you? How would you? Would you?
Why you asked me? Do you want to go on a date or something?
No, I'm wondering why you. What you would do in this? Have you been in a situation like this where like you like a girl and you're messaging her and she's not really writing? Like, what do you? Have you? Obviously, we've all been in this situation where we like someone who's not feeling us back. Have you been in that situation?
That's my whole story of love.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah. Well, it's been 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Like. He's still kind of like, what?
Yeah,
like checking his phone.
Right.
And she hasn't replied. So, I mean, I think if it's been more than a couple of days, like a couple of months is totally different.
Thing is, if you like someone, you write them right back.
Exactly.
Or you wait a day.
You make time.
Yeah. I mean, girls who always say, like, he didn't text me back, and it's like, but he's really busy. And it's someone said this quote once before. I don't know who it was, but someone said if you have time to shit, you have time to text. And so if that guy has time to like take a shit during the day, which we all do, you have time to send a fucking text that says like, hey, I'm whatever.
Yeah.
So to say you're too busy to text, that means you just don't like that person, and it's really unfortunate to realize that because it's so easy to make excuses for these people.
Well, I think it's better for this to end now instead of him going on a date and maybe liking her and then her going, oh no, it's done now. I did that recently.
Yeah.
Very recently. Went on a date, went great. And she agreed to a second one. And then a couple of days later, everything's going great. A couple of days later, she was like, yeah, no, I'm really busy now. And I'm like, oh, fuck, really? The cliche, I'm busy now. Go fuck, God damn it.
It's a gentle way of saying I'm just not into you. I'm sorry.
What bitch?
How'd you meet her?
Randomly, just during a snow thing. I was like cleaning my car. A snowstorm. I was like dusting off my car. I was whatever you do with snow on your car, knock it off. And she was just walking on the road and asked me for a ride to her work. And I was like, really? I'm a strange dude. I got rope.
Yeah.
Really? No, it's okay. You can get in. And that was it.
What do you think happened? Where'd you guys go? What was the date?
We just went for drinks and spoke and went for a walk.
And smoke?
Spoke.
Okay.
No, smoke. Yeah. It was like it lasted like 5 a.m. Like it went.
Wow, so it was a long night.
It went well. Yeah, it went quite well.
Wonder what. You know what? It could be just. A lot of times, I think people just get
this is
back
like
with
my
their
Yahoo
exes
answer,
or like get back with. Or are just still they're seeing someone but they're trying to make that guy jealous, or they're trying to like move on from someone that they're not quite over. So a lot of times it isn't you; it's just like they're. Because if you had a good night where you stayed out all night, how long ago was this?
That was last Saturday.
Did she ever?
A week ago.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, she'll come crawling back. Just don't take her out of your phone. Not that you won't need her to come crawling back.
Nah, she's done.
Saying. Yeah.
But that was too low. The throat's up here. Different throats in Canada. We have throats in our stomachs just in case someone cuts our jugular, we have to survive. Okay, that was gone. Okay, done. Okay, this was kind of funny. This is a short one. So headline is, how do I keep people from being nervous around me? Well, maybe put the knife away.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Does
maybe
this guy have a knife? Does this come out later?
I don't know. I can't remember. I've read this. So I realized there have been a number of people in my life that seem very nervous when I talk to them. Most recent Most recent, W as the girl, I am... People can't write. People just can't write.
No, I mean, they're going for help on Yahoo Answers, so let's not
be surprised
that they can't.
Okay, I'll try to fix this mess. I realize there have been a number of people in my life that seem very nervous when I talk to them. Most recently with this girl I am definitely acquainted with. You can use a word like acquainted, but I can't make a proper sentence.
Yeah.
with that I just ran into. But most surprisingly was a professor of mine who is essentially a billionaire who is one of the richest men in Japan. What do I need to do to keep people comfortable and not so nervous? Because I guess my vibe is... Okay, what the hell? This story has nothing to do with people being nervous. It does talk about a rich man in Japan. What do I need to do? What do I need to do to keep people comfortable and not so nervous? Because I guess my vibe is one that people, especially girl, feel nervous around. Thanks for your consideration. What the fuck? That has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, he wanted to drop that he's friends with a famous or a Japanese man. He's not giving any details of what.
Yeah, it has nothing to do.
He's obviously doing something, and I think he's projecting. I think he's nervous around these people, and so he's saying that they're nervous. Oftentimes, whenever anyone is like, "Why are you being weird?" It's because I'm being weird.
Yeah, I don't want to be here. That's why I'm weird.
Exactly. So I'm guessing this guy is nervous.
But this guy, he could be from Harlem, and he's making people. He gets nervous.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Because he's black.
He has a gun. No, that's racist.
What does Harlem say about anyone?
It's like it's a rough neighborhood.
Oh, okay. So you don't know anything about Harlem.
I'm Canadian. I'm just saying things I see on TV.
Yeah. That was cute.
They went directly to the black thing.
Nice try.
No, it has nothing to do with people being black.
Yeah, because 99% of people in Harlem are black.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
I'm not saying racist. Not
because
racist.
it was a racist comment.
No, it
That's
wasn't.
why it seems
wasn't
racist. We just had some kids walk by. That's part of the convention going on.
Yeah. Well, they're white, too.
Yeah. I wasn't nervous.
Well, they're not from Harlem.
Right.
I'm not racist, guys.
No one thinks you are.
People think I am now. Okay, this is for you.
They just know
Here's a girl question.
Okay.
What do I do about him? I'm so attracted to him. Smiley face, question mark.
Is him capitalized? Are we talking about God?
No, it's lowercase.
Okay.
So it's Gandhi.
So Jesus.
Jesus, yeah, the son.
Got it.
Him Junior. So there's this. My pants ripped? No, okay.
No.
So there's blah, blah, blah. So there's this sweet, sexy guy who works at my gym. He's a fitness coach. Okay. First time I saw him, my jaw dropped, and he had the same look on his face. I can't even read this seriously. He had the same look on it. He had the same look on his face. What same look? Oh, his jaw was dropped, and he kind of licked his lips a bit. In brackets, guys say I have kissable lips.
Okay.
Okay, that's random. He asked me to train with him. I trained with him once, and he texts me and asks how I'm doing and when he can train me, etc. But I kind of don't want to train with him.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
No.
That makes no sense.
Train with them.
He's super sexy and sweet, and I'm so attracted to him. I dream about him and fantasize, spelt wrong, about him a lot. He gets so excited when he sees me at the gym. Yesterday when I saw him, he placed both of his hands on his chest and said, "Ah," smiling and looking at me. I'm not confident. I'm not slim like the other girls there. I'm curvy, and I'm trying to lose a couple of pounds. What do I do about this guy? Does it sound like he might like me in the slightest? It's ironic that you used the word slight. Should I train with him? What do I do?
Okay,
This is yours. Take it.
She knows that he likes her. That's why she put all those things about him doing all those things. She's just asking people to tell her what she wants to hear, which is he likes you. You should train with him. If you're trying to lose a couple pounds and you like a guy, why not train with him? You'll lose a couple pounds and you'll get to hang out with a guy you like. This is the dumbest question I've ever heard.
Doesn't make sense because he asked me to train with him, and she did, and then she was like, no, I don't want to train with him.
It doesn't make sense. Maybe she's just can't afford him. I don't know.
I don't.
Trainers are expensive. Maybe
I
that's
thought you were suggesting maybe he's a male prostitute.
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Trainers cost.
Why PT, whatever that.
I know you've never
coach
been to a
PT,
gym, but
private.
trainer,
There's no
physical therapy.
penis touch. I don't know.
Penis touch, yeah. Oh, you.
You should see my act sometime. It's just like this.
I really.
Just me drowning.
Yeah.
Hey, please, guys. 5 years of nothing. How should I talk to this girl? Okay, here we go. I'm interested in this girl. Okay, gotcha. We had a class, and when I was a junior in high school. I can't even read. I'm a sophomore, and she's a senior in high school. That means nothing to me. We don't use those terms here. We have never talked. So today you had a stroke. W capital S. I was gonna Twitter message her. Who does that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way I know how to talk to her.
Then do it.
She has a lot of followers. I have less than 30. Good idea? No, dude. She's obviously out of your league. She has more followers.
If she follows him, then he can DM her, and that's like a pretty good direct message.
Oh, you kids with your lingo.
You don't know what a DM is? Are you on Twitter?
Yeah.
So, like, when someone follows you and you follow them, you can direct message?
Yeah, I know you message, but I just said...
You didn't know it was called DM?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I don't know. Start a podcast and ask her to be on it?
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, see? Works.
Was that your question? Is that yours? Did you write it?
Yes. Now you know. All this has led up to this. I like how he added the followers thing. Like, that's nothing to do. She has more followers. Does that mean she's higher class?
These people are so stupid. I don't know why we're reading their questions. I mean, I guess to mock them, but these are some of the dumbest people that have ever lived writing into these things.
And no one answered it.
Why don't you solicit questions on your Twitter so you get like people who actually want answers from you? Or do you have less than 30 followers too?
No, I have 73.
That's pretty.
That
terrible.
Sucks. Yeah, it is. I've had Twitter for a couple of years. I've had Twitter for a couple of years actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was just a sad me. If this was a first date, would you go on a second one?
No.
Yeah. This was just went so. This is just bad.
I bet you're like this on dates though, and it works for girls your age.
My age.
You're slightly insulting.
How young do you think I am?
I think you're 22, 24 at the most.
You're close.
But I'm guessing you're 22.
You're close.
21? 23.
You're close.
20.
No, I'm 21.
21. Okay. Yeah, so I think it works for girls your age, like your whole demeanor. I think you do pretty well out there.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
What's not working for you? Let's work on this. What were you like this on the date? Were you a little
This is like what is this, therapy? I should be lying down.
Yeah, you might need it someday. Actually, you definitely will. Don't we all? But well, I'm just trying to figure out what went wrong with this girl the other night. The rope line was funny. You had
rope? Oh yeah.
You're like, I have rope in the car. Yeah, you just. That's a good line. It's a little disarming, and you're like, oh, I'm nervous, but he's funny. I don't know what happened. Did you insult her?
I just said she looked fat in that dress.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
No, see, she was very sarcastic too.
Okay, that's good.
So it was like almost like a banter of sorts.
Yeah. How do you even operate with someone who's
I don't know.
with you?
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
You get nothing accomplished. Did you have like a real conversation at any point?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, damn. When was the last time you heard from her? Just the busy thing? And did you say anything back to that?
Yeah. I was like, I don't get it. This is
you
great.
Didn't say that. You didn't say I didn't get it.
People are going to hear this. This is real life.
Well, this is what people want to hear. People don't want to answer questions about Yahoo. Don't you? When you listen to podcasts, don't you want to hear like real shit as opposed to just like goofy questions?
We're getting too deep.
It's not getting deep. I'm just wondering what happened on
what was the question you just asked me? Oh, when I heard from her last? Yeah,
yeah.
It was.
I'm busy.
It was that, yeah, and I was like, I don't understand what you mean. Like we agreed to go on a second one. Everything was fine, like the night before.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't get it. Well, I never said, just paraphrasing that. I wasn't like, I don't get it.
Well, what did you say? I mean, like, if that's, what did you exactly say?
Let me check my log. I don't know the exact word. I was just
the best thing would have been like, cool or no response at all. That would have been the best move.
Well, I responded because I was taken back by it. I was like,
oh, totally. Believe me,
yeah.
I'm just saying the best case scenario would have been to not respond, but it's so hard to do that. So
I know, yeah.
In your shoes, I would have written back like, I don't. So, but you said we were gonna hang out, like, well, or let me know when you're not busy. But then that sounds needy.
Yeah, it does.
So
yeah.
I've gotten better. Like, I'm almost 30 now, so I've been through this a billion times, where like you're dealing with someone on text and it's like hard to communicate tone and everything. But my advice to your listeners and to you is to always let them be the last to text. Always.
Oh yeah. I didn't respond to the last thing because it went on for a little bit. You know, and
so she was the last to text.
Well, it was kind of bitchy, just so I didn't respond to it. But
that's good.
No, look, she said I didn't say something that was bitchy.
No, I know. Like, if she said something bitchy, don't respond. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Because you could easily just say something bitchy back.
Well, she was like, she's like, oh, I'm just really busy and I'm not looking right now. I'm like, if you're not looking, why would you go on? This is what I actually said. I was like, if you're not looking, why would you go on a first date? and then agree to a second one. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, well, I'm just, I'm just busy. I'm just really not interested. Sorry. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Usually if a girl kisses you on the first date first, that's a good sign, right? No.
She kissed you?
Yeah, first, yeah. She wore the pants, man.
There's another guy.
She wore the pants.
I guarantee you there's another guy. Which would be so much easier for her to tell you the truth.
I know. Well, that's why I said. I was like, can't you just
because
use
times
honesty?
I've done that where I've gone out with a guy and I had a great time and I kiss him and stuff. It's because I'm putting all this because I like someone else and I'm waiting for that to happen and I'm kind of just like, you've done it before, I'm sure
No.
too, where you like really like a girl but you like go with someone else and you put all that energy that you're thinking about the other girl towards this one. And
No.
so no.
You're trying to drag me down in your dirt. No, I don't do that.
No, you will do it someday. I bet you.
That sounds
will.
like a player thing.
You don't intentionally do it. You want to like the person. You want to move on, and you would probably. She's gonna look back and be like, "Why did I let that guy go?" Once this one falls apart, there's no doubt. But like when you're focused on someone else, you just cannot focus on anyone else. And that guy probably texted her that night, and she's like, "Oh, this is gonna work out. So I should probably just not even do that other thing because I've been waiting for this one for a year or whatever." So she's an idiot.
You know what's funny is that she works at a place where I go a lot,
Yeah.
and I was like, at places.
Walmart?
Yeah, she's a greeter.
Yeah.
Mm,
So you can't go there anymore?
I can't even go to Walmart.
No, but she works at a place you go a lot.
Yeah, downtown.
Is there? Oh, that sucks. Like a bar?
No, like a coffee place.
Oh, damn it. Well, find another Tim Hortons. But you worked at the other
It's
one.
not Tim Hortons. You know when I worked there and got fired, I haven't even been 2 cents.
Yeah.
I just boycotted it. Like, I'm done
I'm
with it.
sure, like any place that I've worked and gotten laid off or just had a bad experience, I never go back. Even though like.
But Tim Hortons like Dunkin' Donuts, man. Like, do you know how they like they don't have no care
Yeah.
for the crap. Like they call them. I don't know what they call them like with Dunkin' Donuts, but they call them here like if they're hiring someone for the contacts, draw my eyes out.
Oh no! You gotta take them out at night.
I do.
Oh good.
I was thinking about to cry.
I have to show you a picture of Tommy John again because you're gonna. Will you pull him up? You're gonna
I
die.
don't have internet.
Well, can I get it on here? I'll get the internet going. Here we go.
That's just a question. Does he fancy me? That's a question.
No, we don't care about these questions anymore. Don't you know this is a terrible segment?
No, it's not.
Yes, it's bad. It's
No,
real
it's
bad.
not. See,
no,
no internet.
no one likes it.
No internet. How dare you? I invite you on my thing.
I
and you
am
come and bash.
revamping your
You come and bash it.
podcast. Okay.
They're gonna hear all this typing on the thing.
No, it doesn't matter. They don't care. They just had to hear you read a Yahoo answer.
How dare you?
So
How dare
I
you?
think they can
I'm
put up
helping
with no, you're
Yes,
not.
I am.
You're mocking them. Okay, well, look at Tommy John again.
You're just gonna
This is who, and your personality reminds me of him too. You're gonna die. He looks exactly like you. He's a good friend of mine. Isn't that you?
That guy's not good looking.
Yes. Oh, shut up. Tommy John again is hot. I swear to God. He's one of the funniest stand-ups going.
He doesn't look like me.
He does too look like you. He's done Letterman like 8 times. You need to watch this guy.
He doesn't look like me.
He looks exactly.
You need sharp glasses.
If he took off his glasses, he looks exactly like you, and that is both a compliment to you and Tommy. I would not tell you looked like someone that I thought was gross. I think Tommy's very handsome. Look at him. Look how handsome he is.
That's him with his glasses.
No, that's not Tommy John again. Without his there's no pictures without his glasses, but he is hot. Just trust me. And you need to watch him. Tommy John again's one of my favorite comedians as well. He's brilliant. Believe me, you're gonna know about Tommy John again in the next couple of years.
Where's he from?
You should know. He's from Southern Illinois originally, but he lives in LA now. But your personality reminds me of him. You are like a young Tommy John again. Just very sarcastic and a little bit like
Douche.
yeah, negging a
I was
little
hoping
bit
you'd
too
say
much.
no to that. Thanks, that's great.
No.
No, you're not a douche. You're very nice.
You're not a douche, but
you're too late now.
you are on defense a lot.
It's because I was
You're
bullied when I was a kid, so it's...
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why? What were you bullied for? Were you
This
fat?
is like a therapy podcast.
Yeah, you need it. What were you bullied
You're
for?
my guest. You're not supposed to ask me questions.
Oh, come on.
I have I have a Chinese background.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like 1/8, which is not a lot, but like my great grandfather was one of the first Chinese guys to come here from China. I just missed the arm of the chair.
Yeah, you did.
Try that again.
See, that was the first moment where you've shown vulnerability and been a guy who's not like constantly. You're a little on edge. That was the first moment that I really.
Oh, and when I missed
enjoyed you.
When I missed
Yeah.
the arm of the.
Yes.
The first one you enjoyed me.
I've enjoyed a lot of things you've done, but that was the first moment you've been really endearing. When you missed the arm of the chair. So wait, what happened? Your dad was you're an 8th Chinese.
Yeah.
Okay, and kids bullied you for that? How did they know? You don't look Chinese at all.
No, I don't. But like
those chopsticks you brought to eat your peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You shouldn't have done that.
That gave it away. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. That really gave it away. That's funny.
Why did they know?
Why did they know?
Yeah.
I don't know why they know. They knew. Because my sister, I have a sister and she was older. She went to school before me, and then my dad. My dad's a quarter Chinese.
Okay, so he looks a little more Chinese.
Not really. He looks like me. Like he's kind of darker.
Okay.
So my great grandfather came, and so from him on, all the dudes had kids. I'd like to close this. I don't want to look at Tommy anymore.
You don't want to look at yourself.
It's not myself. Minimize this, and so they all married white women, so the gene kind of dissipated.
Okay.
But people knew because my sister, my dad, because they went to.
They teach you about that?
Yeah, like racial slurs. Yeah, like my dog.
I'm shocked. Do you talk about this on stage?
No.
It's hilarious because.
It's hilarious.
Have you heard?
Have you?
Chinese. No. Because you are not Chinese. You're an 8th.
I'm an 8th. Yeah.
That doesn't count. Like that's really fun. You need to.
Well, I talk about that, but I don't talk about being bullied. But I talk about being Chinese.
You should talk about being. If kids made fun of you for it, because there's so much there. I mean, I think you'll do it later on, but like. That's so fucked up that they bullied you for that.
Yeah, well, my dog.
What about kids who are full Chinese? Did they all kill themselves?
There were none.
There are none. Oh.
Well, not like.
So that's as much Chinese as you get here as an 8th.
No.
I just don't understand.
I mean, like, because I grew up in a small community, and we had a school in that community, and so the people in the community, they all went to the same thing, and there's no one. Chinese up there, but it stopped when I got to junior high. Well, kind of slowed down, but in high school, it was gone completely because I had a sense of humor and I was
you learned to defend yourself
exactly, and I got into martial arts, so I know how to physically.
Oh, you did. That's Chinese of you.
It is.
Now, what did they call you? Like, what kind of was this like a daily basis?
No, it wasn't like I go home crying the bus. It was just like I don't know. It wasn't. No, it never had. I wouldn't say daily. Just there were things that like racial slurs to Chinese people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
Like my dog died one year.
Yeah.
And you can laugh at this. You can laugh.
Of course they made
you can laugh at this
your
because
dog joke.
Yeah. Well, he was like, "Yeah, your dog didn't die. You just ate it." And I was like, "Yeah, it's delicious." Yeah.
Good. See, yeah.
But I didn't even say that at the time because I was like,
"No, of course, because you're not."
How do you
equipped
expect
to handle that?
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, it's being bullied is tough, and it's so ridiculous because kids will try anything. Because you can't see him right now on the podcast, people, but you look. I would never guess you are Chinese. Not that that's a bad thing to look Chinese, but you don't look it at all. So kids will just take anything to make you feel lesser about yourself. That's why I hate kids.
That's why you chokeslammed one earlier.
Yeah. I knew that kid was going to be a bully someday.
Well, no, I forgot to mention, as you had him in the ear by the throat, you were like, "Yeah, kids are bad." And I remember you yelled this.
I yelled, "Kids are bad."
That was supposed to be funnier. Yeah. Kids are bad.
They're just little douches. They just say the meanest stuff. And, but I think that there's something about you being an 8th Chinese or an 8th Asian.
No, it's Chinese.
Well, you can just say Asian.
Well, Asian's
Asian's funnier because then you can say you can make a joke about and you knew it was an 8th too because you're good at math or something. Like you can just make Chinese.
I failed math
Asian.
in high school.
You did?
Mm.
It's so funny.
Pretty badly, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, at my grade 12, I had a 30-something going.
It's hard math. I was bad at math too, and
Did you fail it?
I didn't fail it.
You said it had scholarships.
Yeah, but in English.
Oh, okay.
AP credit and stuff like that.
Oh, AP?
Yeah. But only because, that's just our strength as comedians, I think, writing.
I think I say as the Chinese.
As
that's,
the
that's our strength,
I'm a
you're like
1/35th Chinese. I wish I were. That's pretty cool. That's interesting. makes you.
Oh, like I love it. I love
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, like, we can't find anything out about. Like, this is kind of a joke to do. Like, we can't find anything out about him because, like, he came here. Like, he lived to be like 114.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like he was born like 1870s and died in 1980s. So he came here.
Jesus.
Yeah, he came to Newfoundland when Newfoundland was still, because Newfoundland only joined Confederation. Here's a fun Canadian fact: Newfoundland joined Confederation. Kids, get your notepads out, please. In 1949. So he came here when Newfoundland was still its own country.
Dang, yeah.
And where am I going with this? Oh, we can't find anything about him because he came. Like, he probably came in like a container or something. We can't find anything out about him.
Wow.
Nothing. Is it like we got his name was Walter?
Like
obviously it was not.
But
Walter.
if he died in the 80s, did like your parents know him?
Oh yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah.
But you don't know anything about like how he got. He never. Talked
No one
about
asked
that
questions.
Stuff?
Yeah, no one asked questions.
Oh.
Well, he's Chinese. It's like a hidden ninja. No, I can't tell you.
That's really interesting, though. Wow. Well, now I feel like I know you better. Glad we finally got to this. We broke it down.
Well, what about you? Where are you from? What do you?
I got
heritage?
nothing. I think it's Irish and German. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah,
German.
yeah. I remember one time my dad telling me that Hitler would have loved me because I'm blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
And I remember being tickled by that. Like,
by Hitler?
Oh my God, Hitler likes me. And how fucked up is that?
His
like,
mustache is
that's
so
how much
cute.
I want everyone to like me. I'm like flattered that Hitler would
How
like
old were you
me.
when you? How old were you?
And that's like a weird thing for your dad to tell you. I just remember like learning about the Holocaust and being like, what does Aryan mean? All that stuff. And he was like he wanted everyone to have like blonde hair and blue eyes. So you would have been his favorite. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. Like, how fucked up is that?
Well, how old were you?
I think I was like 12.
That's wow. You should know by then that's bad.
Yeah, even now I'm like, Hitler would have liked me. Like, that's how much I want people to like me.
So when you go speed dating, is that what you open with? Hitler would have liked me.
Yeah, I'm often going speed dating.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried speed dating?
No.
Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Yes.
You have how long? Hey, I didn't have a boyfriend until I was 24, so that's not like a judgment.
I had over 2 years.
Oh wow, that's a long time.
Yeah. And it last
How'd
year.
that end?
Badly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is just like this is my whole past now. No one knows as much about me on this show.
Well, it's interesting. I tell you, I bet people are gonna like this podcast.
No, it went great. We say we're 2 years. We broke up for like almost a half a year, and then got back together for another year.
Yeah.
And went to France with the whole family, like 40 odd people.
Wow.
And then 2 months later, she broke up.
Ugh.
Yeah. And then 2 weeks
Sorry,
later,
that
after
hurts.
that, 2 weeks later, she got in a relationship with a guy she works with. I'm pretty sure she's still with him. And I was like,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You know how she tried to break up with me?
How?
I went to pick her up at her house, and she came out, and because we almost broke up like a couple months before, and so I recognized the look. I'm like, and as soon as she opened the door, I'm like, don't tell me this is going down. This is going to happen really again. And so she had a purse, and she put her hand in, and she's going to shoot me in the face, like what's going to get shoved in the car, and she hollowed an envelope, and she was like, yeah, here, take it. And I was like, what? She's like, no, I got to go. I'm like, no, get the fuck in the car. You're not going to go. She got in, and she's going to do it with a note. She had like a little envelope with a name on it.
That is so cowardly.
She ended it with "Take care." Like.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. When did this happen?
That was back in August.
Oh, you poor thing. It hasn't even been a year. I'm really sorry.
No, it's fine.
That fucking sucks.
I'm kind of not over it. It's alright.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not. That is like brutal, man.
Yeah.
And for 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
Well,
She's actually. I make a joke. I don't do it on stage, but like I
Yeah.
make a joke to my buddies because she stayed at her friend's house the night before.
yeah.
And I was like, she was definitely working on her penmanship. I was like, do you think I should put the "take care" with a little squiggle, little heart, or?
Oh God, that is rough. That is I'm really sorry because that
Deleted me
fucking
off Facebook. Stopped following me on Twitter, like the whole 9 yards. I was like, really?
You used to have 74.
I did. I used to have 74 followers. Now they're.
Yeah, you notice that unfollow when it's.
That's what hurt the most.
I bet.
Was just that lack of fuck.
Well, like just someone blocking you from all that stuff. It's like that's the most painful thing in the world. I'm really like my heart does like sink for you. You must still be like in a lot of pain over it.
Oh well,
Yeah, it hurts. God, fuck.
Well, I like to say I'm not, but I'm not
You
gonna
know
lie.
what?
I mean, I've had some pretty depressing nights.
It'll be that way until you find someone new.
had
And
some-
it's so good that you're going on dates and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't start drinking until January.
You didn't start?
Yeah, I never drank until January.
Don't-
Like that wasn't a reason.
Yeah.
Like I'm not an alcoholic. I don't get drunk or anything, but I think that was a factor.
Yeah.
I think that definitely was a factor.
So you drink, but you don't get drunk?
No, I don't. Why do you want to get drunk? Let's get drunk. When
I
you fly,
quit
you go
drinking.
tomorrow. Did you?
Yeah.
Just come OJ.
Yeah.
Pulp.
Yeah, I don't drink anymore because I used to handle pain with drinking.
Yeah, I'm not like that, but I think a factor of why I picked it up. This is a really personal. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it sucks. There have been some rough nights.
Well, you're so young and you're really cute and funny and you're going to find someone really good. I promise you.
Like my mother.
No, you are. I'm not trying to
to
be like you're attractive and you're funny. And once you start doing stand-up a bunch and killing on stage, you do wear white pants. Have you been painting earlier?
Got these in France.
On the trip?
Yeah.
Ugh. Maybe get rid of everything.
No, I
like
like
that.
them.
No,
I like
they
these
are
pants.
cool. But
See,
I'm
my
just telling
boxers.
you, the second you start killing on stage on a nightly basis, there are going to be women like throwing themselves at you. So don't worry. And this just makes you a more interesting person that you've been through this heartbreak. It makes you a lot funnier.
I know that.
I do.
I started doing material. The last time I did my act, you should watch my act. I got videos.
Yeah,
I will. They're not that good. Like, it's always the ones that I tape are always shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's the ones that I don't.
I know
get,
when
I'm
you
like,
know the tape recorder's running, I do it all the time too.
But I did my
That's
last.
why you should record every set.
Oh, I know. And I was going to do this to my last one. The last one I did was like 2 weeks ago, and I tried some new material. Like, 'cause she was like gluten intolerant or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And I started doing some jokes about that, about how like. I did it for 2 years, gluten intolerant, and it got to the point where I was just like rubbing one out to a girl eating bread. Like, just, eat
That's
that
really
wheat.
funny.
Eat that wheat.
That's good.
Cut the crust. So
That's great.
I started doing that, yeah. She would ask, like, hey, where do you want to go? I'd be like, where do you want to go to get something to eat? She's like, oh, it doesn't matter to me. It does matter to you, mother. You can eat salad and water. You can't eat it. You just not even eat. I can eat anything. I can eat a bag of flour.
So you
will
tell
die.
me where to go. Yeah.
Yeah, you will die if you touch flour.
That's really funny. Those are good.
Yeah, well, it helps.
Channel all that
Helps.
fucking anger into comedy. It's good. It really is. If we were all like fucking in love all the time, we'd be so boring, you know?
No?
We all, yeah.
Be happiness.
And you're
in the
you're
world.
gonna go through a lot more of those. It sucks, and so will I. But it's just part of life. I have to go, but this has been enlightening.
Oh, well, I figured you had to go. You're collecting your stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's a bad breakup.
You know what? We've had a lot of fun, but take care.
But I look like Tommy. What's his face?
Did you get my take care?
Yeah. I never. It's not done. I haven't stopped it yet. I'm about to stop it right now.
No, I said, did you get my joke? I was referencing her.
Oh. All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. See you later.